gentlemen, and welcome to another broadcast of Western New York Athletics High School football. Tonight, the Williamsville South Billies take on the Williamsville East Flames here from Williamsville East High School. Mark Johnson here alongside Tim Morozak. And Tim, it's a great way to kick off the 2025 Section 6 season right here tonight.
No doubt about it, Mark, and it's a pleasure to be back in the booth with you on a beautiful Friday night here at Williamsville East High School. We have a rivalry game to start the season. Williamsville South coming in last year off a 5-4 record. They tied for the lead in their division with South Park, and then Williamsville East last year 3-6. But this year a different story. This is a Williamsville East team, Mark, with lots of seniors and lots of skills on this team so far from what it looks like in the preseason. And of course you have Will South with Coach Joe Licata. You know he's going to get good quarterback play. Should be a really interesting way to start the season.
Will South out of the B1 class is led by senior running back Amir Caesar, who last year rushed for over 1,000 yards, 15 touchdowns, then he added 2 more touchdowns receiving, Tim.
Caesar definitely going to be one of those players to keep an eye out, possible Conley Cup candidate. His brother was years ago, Antoine Caesar, so definitely Amir looking to get another 1,000-yard season, and it starts tonight.
And for Will East, coming out of the A2 class, they're bringing back 35 seniors, including quarterback Aiden McCarthy, wide receivers Patrick Horsman and Will Kowalski.
Yeah, and you look at McCarthy, and then you have also the quarterback that will be looking to get action as well, Anthony Martis, the junior. But as you mentioned, tons of seniors, 34 seniors on 35 roughly, I guess. Just a huge number, and they have 43 athletes on the team, student athletes, based on our roster sheet. Compared that to 32 players on the Will South roster, and you could see during the pregame, the national anthem, as the teams were lined up, there was a definite advantage as far as manpower for the East Flames.
All right, tonight's feature sponsors for today's game: Damon University, a private non-sectarian university in Amherst, New York, offering undergraduate and graduate level degrees. We encourage our students to be creative, innovative, ethically minded leaders for an ever-changing, diverse, and interconnected world. Visit damon.edu to schedule a tour today. Richmond Bona LLC is committed to you. And also by G&G Fitness as we get ready for the kickoff here. Winds coming out of the southwest here at about 20 miles an hour. Expected gusts maybe as high as 30, 35 later on. And hopefully no sign of rain out there. Temperature at kickoff, 73 degrees. And we're getting ready to kick it off here. The blue and red version of this great high school rivalry as Williamsville East kicks off. And on the return from the 10-yard line for the Billies, and going around the right side, it's Zanko, and he's tripped up down around the 22-yard line. So that's where the Billies will take over, 1st and 10 from their own 21-yard line.
And Mark, there was a nice play by Evan Zanko, putting his body on the line with a nice block on that kick return. You're going to hear a lot about Evan Zanko as this game goes on, one of the star players, one of the captains for the Billies, number 15.
So Philip Ganji will get the start here. Where's number 7? The junior quarterback. Goes back into the shotgun, sends out 2 receivers to the left, 2 receivers out right, waits for the snap. And the give is going to be to Caesar right off the bat. Oh, pulled over, and we got our first penalty flag of the day, Tim. 2 flags there. Looks like a face mask way over on the other side of the field.
Yeah, number 15, Theo Andradis, looked like he just inadvertently caught the face mask. Andradis, the linebacker, senior, no doubt with a unintended error.
So they're going to mark that off against the Flames. And hopefully penalties will be to a minimum tonight, but first play of scrimmage, we have a yellow call out there.
For Williamsville East, they're led by Coach Mike Torillo, who's in his 9th season. We mentioned Joe Licata for the South Billies. He's in his 4th season at the helm. And both these coaches really have talked up their teams, and they have great staffs to go along with them, great continuity and chemistry. And both teams, you could expect, are well prepared for this opener.
So they'll put the ball down at the 40-yard line where it'll be 1st and 10 for Williamsville South. Under center, Gaji now he's going to hand off once again, and it's Caesar dragging his way out for 3 tough yards out to the 43-yard line.
Tackled by number 20, Jacoby Chambers, and then also assisted by Jackson Lickner.
Jackson Lickner on the tackle.
Lickner, a senior, as well as Chambers. So Chambers is a captain. We mentioned the captains, one captain for Will South, but the captains for East are Cooper Rung, Patrick Hosman, and Jacoby Chambers.
Man in motion, but they're going to go left side this time. Caesar spins out of a tackle, and he's brought down at the 47-yard line. A nice run there as he made a nice move, adjusting his running route.
And the wide receiver there, number 23, Danny Lares, had a really nice block on the outside edge. So the defense Caesar, with a great play, because if Caesar reaches that outside, he definitely had some daylight.
It brings up 3rd down and 2 for the Billies here on this opening drive as we come down to the 10-minute mark this first quarter. Scoreless quarter. And in the shotgun once again, it's Angie. Waits, flips it over to Zankel. And Zankel's going to have the first down, and he's nailed on right in front of the Williamsville East bench, but he picks up the first. Keeps the drive alive, Tim.
That's a great play to get the chains moving, that quick play that keeps the defense on their heels with little time to react, and great execution by Ganji.
Put it down at the 47-yard line in Williamsville East territory.
Tackled by Jacoby Chambers.
And the Billies are on the move here on this opening drive. Gusty, windy night here. And if they do choose to throw, they're going to be throwing right into that stiff 15 to 20 mile an hour breeze. Ganji sets this man in motion. That's Tommy Collins. But again, Caesar on the run. Caesar spins his way inside the 45-yard line. And it picks up 3 yards.
Yeah, number 40, Ryan Garrigan had Caesar right at the point of the line of scrimmage, but Caesar with that slippery movement able to evade that tackle and get a few yards as a result.
Checking in the game, Andrew Barthold, number 16, as they send Tommy Collins out wide right on this next play. 2nd and 7 for Williamsville South. Waiting on the snap and getting it. And again, the give to Caesar, and this time he's bottled up after a gain of 1 yard, and it's going to be 3rd down.
Yeah, you could see Caesar just kind of hesitated at the line of scrimmage, did not see the hole open right away, and by the time he was able to find anything, the Flames were there to stop him.
No gain. So they're going to put it right just inside the 44-yard line.
Yeah, number 16, Andrew Barthold, comes off the field again. Mark, I mentioned Evan Zankel on that opening kickoff. That might have been number 16, Andrew Barthold, who had the big block on the return.
Collins in motion once again. They're going to pitch it out. Caesar looks for some running room, and he pushes it inside the 40-yard line, dragged hard out of bounds, right around the 39-yard line. So,
well, right away, number 40, Ryan Garrigan, has to be careful, and the referee, the official is, I think, mentioning that to him. The officials tonight, Dale Musson, David Michael, William Baxter, John Huey, and the legendary Augie Taboni.
Great officiating staff here tonight for opening night. Section 6 football, Western New York. So it's 4th down and 2, and Williamsville South, no question, are going to go for it here with that ball right at the 44-yard line.
Caesar right now, Mark, you could see he is feeling it. He's in rhythm already, and love the way he generally runs north-south. Sometimes he will wait to see a hole open, but for the most part, he has been effective early.
Ball on the 39-yard line and onto the shotgun snap. The give. Caesar's got room, and he's got the first down. Skitter's out of bounds, and actually he's knocked down out of bounds. A nice tackle there. Number 20 came up
flag on the play there, Mark.
Well, we might have a holding call. It is a holding call against the Billies, so that negates that nice run, Tim.
And Caesar's on our side of the field near the press box, and you could see the cut that he made and the agility, the vision that he shows. There's a reason he's one of the top running backs in Western New York and one to be reckoned with here. But a holding call
this one's coming back.
is going to be huge to, hopefully for the Flames' sake, temper this momentum that's building for the Billies right now.
The Clan Coleman, the punter, is not out there, so they're going for it. 4th down and 12, ball right at the 49-yard line. God, you're trying to draw him offside, maybe get a free 5. Looks back over at his bench. And now the audible comes in. So it's Caesar to his right, waiting on the stab. Now looks like it's going to be a quick kick effort here by the quarterback, and he's going to shank one out of bounds. A horrendous punt of about 15 yards, maybe 16, 17 yards here, Tim.
Mark, you and I always talk about how that last-minute shift to the punt formation oftentimes does not lead to decent execution on the punt, and there was a case in point. It just looked like a little bit too rushed, and fortunately for the Billies, he was able to get it off, just not very effective.
So with 7:47 left in this opening half, the ball at the 27-yard line for the Flames in their first drive. And the quarterback is number 12, Anthony Martis, the junior, in the shotgun. And he's going to hand it off. And going absolutely nowhere is Kyer Smith.
Mark, Kyer Smith, there's been some pundits around Western New York watching their practices. They have raved about what they see from the young man. We'll see him tonight getting the carries, the bulk of the carries. Last year he didn't have a lot of carries, so this year he has a chance to be the featured back. Last year's leader was Giovanni Frizz, who had 446 yards rushing, and Kyer Smith looking to double those numbers if possible.
Well, he lost a yard there. Second down and 11. Waiting on the snap, and once again the give. And Smith once again is bottled up, but he pushes forward. Good second, third effort there to get out to the 32-yard line.
No doubt about it. He looked like he was really using the legs. Look at the thickness of the lower half of Smith, and you can see why there's some excitement about what's the potential for him. One of the many seniors on this East Flames team. Remarkable that there's roughly 35 seniors on this roster. Very unlikely for a team that has just 43 student athletes.
Martis in the shotgun, back to pass, looks, throws, has his man, and that's Horsman, and makes a nice double-dipping move over there. He's still on his feet, and a great play there by number 8, Patrick Horsman.
Yeah, Horsman, one of the captains. Last year, he was a big part of this team, and especially on defense. He had 3 interceptions on defense, third on the team in tackles, but this year he is looking to establish himself more offensively, and off to a great start there.
So first and 10 at the 45-yard line for the Flames. 3 men out to the left, 1 man out right. Martis waits for the snap. Gets it and gives it to Smith. Smith up the middle, and he'll pick up about 4 yards.
Good blocking by the East line.
Smith up the middle again, gain of
The
4
Billies
yards.
bringing a blitz. Number 56, that was coming in hot. Alex York for the Billies.
So they give him 3.5. Brings up second down and 7 here for Williamsville East.
Mark, we didn't really get too much of a time to talk about our thoughts on this matchup, but on paper, the game certainly looked to be fairly evenly matched based on last year's ratings and then based on the amount of athletes coming back for the East as the South just jumps. It's number 2.
Yeah, Andrew Aquino is going to get caught stepping over the line. That's a free 5 for the Flames. In a game like this, starting out like this, Tim, you don't want to give those free penalties up.
No doubt about it. This is unforced errors that could lead to
Offsides, Billies.
make or break your
Second and
chances
1
to
for
win this game.
Flames.
So Horsman is lined up right in front of his bench with 2 men on the other side as well. And the give again to Smith. No, it's a keeper. Quarterback keeper Martinez turns the corner, gets pushed out around the 37-yard line or so, the 43-yard line.
That was a great job by the captain, Evan Zankel, on the tackle. He stayed home. He didn't get bit by the fake. It was a nicely executed play-action fake. And it's captain, senior captain for Williamsville South on the stop. The other captains for South are Connor Dugan, the linebacker and wide receiver, along with Ben Zimanowski, the O-line D lineman. He is just a junior.
So first and 10, ball at the 43. Flames now on the move. Quarterback flips it over to Horsman again, and Horsman gets some good quality yardage down there. Picked up about 8 yards.
Joe Santoro on a nice block for Horsman. Took out his first man and then helped out with a second man. So good blocking, Mark, by both teams in the wide receiver position. That's one of those areas that doesn't always get the attention, but critical in getting those yards after the catch.
So it's second down. It looks like second down and 3 here for the Flames. As once again, Martis is in the shotgun, and he moved Joe Santoro over to the inside slot, and now a pitch out to Smith. Smith trying to get his way back to the line of scrimmage, and actually that was a great tackle there.
Smith has to do a better job of just moving forward. He hesitated a little bit, and number 66, Baron Schell, on the stop. So it looked like Smith just maybe hesitated 1/2 a second too long.
Lost a yard, it would appear. It'll bring now third and 4. Ball right at the 37-yard line. As we come down to that 4-minute mark here in a quick moving first quarter. Mantis in the shotgun once again with 3 men out. Right, but they're going to give it to Smith. Smith, he looked like it's a keeper. I was fooled totally on that one, Tim. The quarterback got me again, this time on the other side of the field.
Well, and credit to Smith as well for selling the fake, Mark, and that's really a couple nice play-action plays that East has put together, and a good gain for a first down. That first down brought to you by G&G Fitness.
So they'll put that ball right at the 27-yard line, 1st and 10 Flames. And they are chewing up this clock here in this first quarter. Smith to the left of Martis in the shotgun. 3 men out right, 1 out left. The snap, back the pass, looks, throws, it's in and out of the hands of Joe Santoro, the junior.
Yeah, Santoro last year, Mark, led this team in receiving yards, 515 yards, 7 touchdowns as a sophomore. He had 32 receptions last year, so Santoro definitely one of the key targets for this East offense, and right there, you'd like to have that one back.
That brings up second down and 10 for this Flames offense. As the winds look like they're picking up just a little bit, coming out of a west-southwest here. Smith stays in the game. 3 receivers out right, 1 out left. The snap. Martis looks, throws, has his man. Did he skip it in there? I don't know if he caught that or not, Tim. We're going to say it was a catch.
We're going to say it's a catch, and it looked like a good catch to me. And hold on, the ball came loose, but it definitely looked like he was down.
Yeah, well.
So they're going to show a replay here. Gunther on the 1s and 2s with the replay.
This pass ruled incomplete.
They're going to call it incomplete.
Well, they called it complete. The refs haven't moved it yet.
So we'll see. I think it is a completed pass, but yep, they're moving the ball.
Correction. Pass complete.
Great camera work by our Matt Gardner and Josh Wilson as well, showing you what really went down.
Shoestring catch by Santoro, make it up for that drop. And the ball right at the 10-yard line. 1st and goal to goal from the 10. Santoro again in motion. High snap. Martis rolling left. Looks, has his man. He fires it in there. Touchdown. And the Flames are on the board. Will Kowalski, the senior.
What a catch by Kowalski. He had Andrew Aquino right on him, contacting him as soon as he caught the ball, showing good concentration there. What a drive by the Flames. And you think about it, Mark, that penalty you talked about, here's your replay, that penalty that allowed that drive to continue could be a big difference. You talked about penalties and unforced errors. That allowed that drive to continue. Great job with the ball by Kowalski.
Landreth puts it up, and it is good. This first quarter, it's 7-0 Williamsville East.
Logistics Plus is a global transportation provider headquartered in Erie, PA, with locations worldwide, including right here in Western New York. Logistics Plus is consistently recognized as a fast-growing transportation and logistics company, great supply chain partner, top freight broker, leading project cargo manager, and a great place to work. With a strong passion for excellence, our 500-plus employees put the plus in logistics.
For an efficient, personal approach for all of your transportation needs, more information about our Buffalo office is available at logisticsplus.com/Buffalo.
for everyone watching us on Western New York Athletics. We'd like to thank our sponsors, Wingnuts Buffalo, located near the Buffalo Airport at 4600 Genesee Street. Dine in or order for takeout. Open Monday through Sunday, 11 a.m. to 10 p.m. Visit wingnutsbuffalo.com. That's Wingnuts with a Z.
Zanko on the return. South makes a nice move, skips over to 30 and out, and now another flag coming in, I think, from their own 15. Caesar back in the game here for the Billies. And Philip Ganji going to move back into the shotgun as they move some players around. 2 men out right, 1 man out left. Waiting on the snap. The give, it's Caesar. He's trying to make a throw, a big hit there. And number 14 came up and nailed him. That's Josh Lusky.
Number 22, Jacoby Chambers, looking like Darren Cherry for the Kansas City Chiefs. I'm a little colorblind, but these uniforms definitely remind me of the Kansas City Chiefs. But laying the lumber early, Chambers and the company.
Yeah, Poloski got in there as well. He picked up 4 tough yards, so it's 2nd down and 6. Ball at the 19-yard line. Waiting on the snap, Anji. And once again, it's Caesar, and this time Caesar's going to get tripped up. But he picked up a couple on the left side right in front of the Williamsville East bench.
Another nice job, though, by Chambers. He just slowed him down enough, and here is Caesar now hobbling.
Well,
I hate to see that early. He has been so effective.
This might have been something that happened from the last drive. He took a shot down here on the 40-yard line, Tim. And this might be, he's holding that, looks like that left ankle.
We're going to see if we can get a replay. Not sure, but we'll see. We're going to have some time here, and we hope that Caesar is okay. We're going to take a quick timeout in the meantime. We'll be right back.
After an accident, life can be scary, stressful, tricky. You need Richmond Bona to help navigate the process, because getting a life-changing settlement can not only take time, it can take an emotional toll. The team at Richmond Bona provides high levels of support through all the ins and outs, so you get the settlement you need and the new beginning you deserve.
When the unexpected happens,
expect Richmond Bona.
Wingnuts. You still got to go.
Have you guys tried Room 40 yet?
Looking for the perfect spot to throw your next party? Say hello to Room 40, our private event space at both Wingnuts locations. Maybe you got a birthday, a graduation, anniversary, business event, rehearsal dinner, or even a sports banquet. From intimate get-togethers to rowdy celebrations, Room 40 is built to handle it all and fits up to 60 guests.
Welcome back, everyone. We are going to thank our sponsors here. 510 Toy Shop and Sports Cards. Buy, sell, trade at 510toyshop.com or visit us in Orchard Park.
So Andrew Aquino comes in for Caesar. He wears number 2. Quarterback keeper, however, and pushing his way out over the 25-yard line was Philip Ganji.
And there's a scrum at the bottom of the pile there. It looks like number 9 for Williamsville East trying to fight for the ball. That's Cooper Rung.
Yep, Cooper Rung and Philip Horsman were the 2 young students that came the other night for High School Sports Weekly, and both very impressionable young men, Tim.
Yeah, and I like what I heard from Horseman from Will East. He said they're not known as a football school lately, but they plan to change that this season. I love that mindset and how that resonates with his fellow seniors.
So let's see what the play call is here. 1st and 10. As we whittle our way inside 120 this opening quarter. 7-0. Will East with the lead. Will South with the ball. Fumble picked up and somehow trying to get back to the line of scrimmage was Ganji and could not do it. Great play there. As it looked like number 45 was in there. Gavin Parrish.
Well, Mark, this has been an offense that's been predicated by Caesar, Amir Caesar. With him out, you can see there's just a little bit of a lack of rhythm. They're starting to try to basically start over, building their offense now as they are missing their key cog in the backfield, and his replacement is number 2, Andrew Aquino.
Trying to draw the Flames offside, and now they go back over to the bench, get the new play. three receivers out there to the right side. He'll flip it out there. It's complete. Tommy Collins. Collins makes a nice move down the sideline. Collins out the midfield, and a great play there. Tommy Collins turned on the Jets.
That's just what the Billies needed to break out of what was a little bit of a slump there. And great job by Ganji. You know, we weren't sure who was going to be getting the snaps tonight. Both Ganji and Thatcher Held, two seniors that were throwing the ball very impressively in warm-ups, but Ganji is the man, and he is looking good so far.
So we're inside 10 seconds. It looks like Waynesville South's going to switch ends here. Although they might try to get one off, and it appears not. And that's the end of the first quarter. After one quarter of play, it's Waynesville East 7, Waynesville South no score. You're watching Section 6 high school football here on WNYAthletics.com, brought to you by Damon University.
We'll lead in with that.
Logistics Plus is a global transportation provider headquartered in Erie, PA, with locations worldwide, including right here in Western New York. Logistics Plus is consistently recognized as a fast-growing transportation and logistics company, great supply chain partner, top freight broker, leading project cargo manager, and a great place to work. With a strong passion for excellence, our 500-plus employees put the plus in logistics.
For an efficient, personal approach for all of your transportation needs. More information about our Buffalo office is available at logisticsplus.com/Buffalo.
Welcome back, everyone. You're seeing a beautiful sunset here, brought to you by Matt Gardner. And what a night of football around Western New York. This is perfect fall football weather, even though we're in the midst of the end of summer. September gives you a little bit of both, and you certainly have some elements of fall going on, but still a summer night, and that's quite the sky.
So it's 1st and 10 for the Billies here to start off the second quarter, down by 7. But they've got the ball in East territory, and let's see what they can do with it. Ganji's still in at quarterback, waits on the snap. Back to pass. And he's going to be hit from behind and gets out of it. Crosses the 40, 45, and down around the 40-yard line. And now a late flag down there, Tim, as Caesar's back in the game, by the way, number 0.
Yeah, great to see Caesar back in the game. And number 40, that was Ryan Garrigan, just missed Ganji in the backfield. Ganji with a really nice move to evade that tackle. And
another holding
see
call.
What happens here. The penalties, though, are definitely hurting the Billies at this point in the game.
No question about it. A holding call right at the spot of the foul. So they'll back that up 10 and put the ball right back in midfield. So it'll be first down and, now let's call it 13 here. Tough break for Waynesville South. In their all blue uniforms, pretty sharp uniforms, white helmet. And Waynesville East in their all red uniforms. The blue and red game. Going to try to keep this a tradition, both coaches said the other night. Waiting on the snap. And back to pass, and he's going to run with it. No, yes, he's going to take off, and he's going to get nailed right around the 49-yard line. Who came up and got him?
Number 45, Gavin Parrish, with the tackle.
Number 7, Ganji on the
two
keeper
big
again.
tackles, Tim, by Parrish on this drive.
Nice coverage there, because you could see Ganji had his eyes downfield, but nothing available. And the Little South offense is having some trouble finding the receivers so far in this game, other than a couple bright spots. Mark, we'll talk about that blue and red idea. That was Joe Licata's brainchild. He had the idea from watching a game last year between USC, your favorite team, going against, or USC versus UCLA.
Pitch out. Caesar, left side, 50. And he cuts over the 45-yard line. There's a nice run coming off missed 2 or 3 plays for an injury. So Caesar looks good there with a 7-yard pickup.
No doubt. Good to see Caesar. Looks like he has his feet well behind him here. But Licata floated the idea to the officials about making this happen with the colors. And it sure does come out great. Hopefully you're enjoying it as well on Western New York Athletics.
So it's 3rd down and 5 now. And this is a big play in this drive. They got to keep it going somehow. 2 receivers out left, 2 out right. Caesar in the backfield as they wait for the snap, and now he's going to look over and going to change the play. He saw something they didn't like, that defensive formation for the Flames. Waits on the snap, back, looks, going to flip it over there, and that's Zankel. He makes a nice move, bounces, and he's right at the line to gain. Let's see where the spot is, Tim. That's close.
Stingy defense by the East Flames, and it was nice blocking. Number 66, Byron Schnell, laid a nice block out for Zankel to get some daylight, but the defense really making things difficult, and this should be a 4th down where they'll go for it.
Yeah, 4th and about a half a yard here. And my money's on Ganji keeping this thing going right up the middle, Josh Allen style. Waits under center, gets it, and he's ahead. They didn't need no tush push there. That was a nice call and an easy 1st down, and they keep the drive going.
Yeah, that play is translated to all levels of football, and certainly questioned whether that would still be allowed in the NFL. It's passed. It's going to be there another year. Well, it is here already. The season started yesterday, but effective at all levels.
So we'll mark it down, 1st down and 10. The ball right at the 36-yard line. South keeping this drive going. Billy's down by 7 here. Ganji shotgun. He's got Caesar to his right. And Zankel in motion. Back to pass. Looks. And he's going to get flushed out of the pocket again. He's running to his right. Still running. And now he's going to dump it over. And it's complete. Tommy Collins with the catch. Collins spins and tries to keep his feet going. And that is going to be close to a 1st down. That looks like, but this spot, that's a 1st down, Tim.
Mark, we're going to check a replay on this. Tommy Collins wide open throughout that entire play, and he finally gets daylight enough to get the 1st down. Nice job by Ganji, finally finding Collins. I could tell Ganji it wasn't in his sight line early in the play, but through a little bit of scrambling and rambling, he finds his man.
Ganji kept that play alive and finally found Collins with a nice pass. So it's a 1st and 10, ball right at the 25-yard line. I thought Collins might have ran back to try to break a tackle and lost it, but they gave it to him. And now the give to Caesar. Caesar cutting up through the middle, slicing and dicing his way down to about the 16-yard line. Nice run there.
Mark, we haven't really talked about it enough, but the line play for both sides of the ball has been really good matchups, and it's been a test, both teams having moments, and right there, the offensive line doing their job, paving the way for Caesar, who can easily find daylight, but they gave it to him there.
One of those linemen, Kristen Wilburn, the junior, number 75, led the way.
Ben Zemanowski, also one of the big linemen, the center for the team.
And that big left tackle, Aaron Schnell, number 66. So they're doing the job up front so far. Let's see if they can even the score up. Back the pass, looks, pressure on. And once again, on the move, Gonz is going to look, put it up for grabs, and that's over the head of his intended receiver down there. And that's, once again, Evan Zankel, one of his favorite targets.
The passing game still having some moments of difficulty, I think, if you ask me, Mark, where they're still trying to figure out how to get those receivers the ball. It's been a little bit of a mixed bag so far, in my opinion, for the Billies.
Coach Lagana said Zankel had an outstanding summer training camp. One of the first kids in the gym and one of the last to leave.
Yeah, last year Zankel had 650 yards receiving, one of the best in Western New York, 6 touchdowns. No other player last year had 100 yards receiving for the Billies.
Caesar lines up to the right side of the quarterback and takes the carry and puts his head down and gets the 1st down.
You know what I found interesting as well last year, Mark, is that Caesar, he didn't have as much of a passing receiving role in the offense, where you would think someone with his athleticism, I would venture to say he could maybe get a little more activity with receiving, catching passes out of the backfield this year.
So the big fullbacks in the game, 99, Darren Mushot. And they've got him lined out in the slot there. So let's see what this play call is here. I bet they're probably going to run it left side. And instead, it's Caesar trying to whittle his way in the middle. Nothing doing there. That's Williamsville East Flames defense.
Yeah,
stacked them up.
Led by the big number 74, Tyler Standish, the senior defensive lineman. He is really an anchor there
Caesar gain of about 1
on that
tackle
defensive
number
line.
71, Jackson Lickner.
Lickner was also there. So is Josh Flukler. So it is a no-gainer there for Caesar on that play, and some fresh troops come on, and that's Tommy Collins, number 9. Let's keep an eye on him, Tim.
Yeah, Collins is electric. He has really impressed me so far this first half.
Zenko in motion, waiting on the snap. He's going to get the quick toss, left side. Zenko looks and grates into the end zone for the touchdown. And Williamsville South is on the board. Zenko.
Great drive by the Billies, Mark. They had some moments in this first half, and right there we're going to watch the replay
Complete to number 15, Evan
where
Zankel
you see
for a Billies touchdown.
Zankel gets the ball quickly. Give us one moment here.
Yeah, 13-yard scoring pass play as Coleman in to try the extra point now. Thatcher held to hold here on the snap. Lynn's behind him. Just simply try to put the ball in the air. It should be good. Here's the kick. And it is good.
Went to the back, not a problem. We're going to watch the replay real quick on that touchdown by Zankel, and great job by Ganji finding Zankel.
And Zanko really made it happen when he got that ball. Went left side and did not miss.
No doubt about it. In the meantime, we'd like to thank Sunny Cortland, one of our sponsors this year. From your first steps on campus, you'll feel the spirit of Cortland. It is an energy that extends from the classroom to competition to the community. Sunny Cortland stands out as one of New York's top public universities, a medium-sized school that offers academic strength across 68 majors, a high quality of student life, and a degree that pays back graduates. Visit www.cortland.edu to schedule a visit today.
And Tim, you and I have been down to Cortland, and it is a beautiful area, and that's a beautiful university.
Tremendous university. Also like to thank Pathfinder College Planning, expert guidance for college planning success at Pathfinder College Planning. We specialize in providing personalized college planning services tailored to meet your unique needs. Our experienced consults offer expert advice to help you navigate the complex college admission process with confidence. Call 716-473-1557 or visit PathfinderCollegePlanning.com.
And a squib kickoff here, and it's in and out of the hands and picked up by Horseman. And Horseman is going to get wrestled down around the 27-yard line. What a weird play that was. And now another flag comes in. So let's check the penalty here. Horseman, Johnny on the spot there, Tim.
Yeah, great heads-up play by Horseman, sure-handed, and looked like that could have been dangerous at early sight with that squib kick.
It got through one of the up man's hands and took a fortuitous bounce right into the hands of Horseman. Let's check this penalty. And they're going to pick up the flag. No flag. So I've always wondered about that, Tim. If it wasn't a flag, then why was it thrown?
Right on.
First and 10, the 27-yard line. The Flames with the ball. They're just their second possession left here with just 5:53 in this half.
Hard to believe, but it has gone fast, and both teams with long, sustained drives.
Martis waits on the snap, and the give is to Smith. And Smith opens up some running room there. A nice run by number 25.
Zaire Smith up the
Smith
middle
showing
for Flames.
great
First down.
penetration right at the line of scrimmage, getting through quickly and being able to bang his way for a few extra yards. That's one of his better runs of the first half.
13-yard pickup for Smith. Well, it's a first 10 from the 40-yard line. Inside 5:30 here. And the snap and the throw, a quick pass and a nice recovery as Will Kowalski made a nice move there, Tim.
Really nice move, Mark. As you can see on the replay here, Kowalski juking and jiving when he catches that ball.
And he picked up 9, so it's second down and just a short one here. Ball just almost to the midfield line. Boy, East would like to come right back and score a touchdown if they can. They're going into this wind here, but let's see what they can plan up. 3 men out to the right side, but it's going to be Smith picking up 3 easy yards in the first down. Now some incidental contact down there.
Just two guys having fun out there, Mark. It's an intense battle. I like the fact that there's no call there. Let them play. They both went back to their positions quickly. Just the intensity of the moment. And I love the game so far. It's been great intensity. It's been well played by both sides of the ball, both teams. Clean playing as well. Good sportsmanship being shown and just some feistiness there.
Noah Kaiser was in there, and that was Sean Hannon. Exchanging pleasantries down there on the snap for the first down carry. And this time they wrestle down Smith, and there's nowhere to go. Nice play there by number 56, Alex York.
Alex York, the senior, with a great moment. He's had some good penetration on the defensive side, and they're one of the bigger plays of the first half because the East Flames have been moving the ball well. Now it's going to put them behind the chains, 2nd and 13.
3-yard loss there, so nice play by York. Not the biggest player out there, but he plays with a huge heart. And it's going to leave East here as they try to time out a rush there, and now a pitch out and a nice play there. Right side, it's a room, and the ball's loose. It comes out. Let's see, was he down?
Yeah, they blew the whistle, it sounded like before, and you could see they're going to stick with that call. But it did look like the whistle might have blown a little early, Mark.
Sure did.
But I think the officials, we wouldn't be able to catch that on a replay with not being able to hear the whistle, but the whistle was a little bit early, and East gets a bit of a break there.
Sure does. A nice pickup, though, so it's 3rd down.
Joe Santora on the
And
pitch.
we can watch the replay if we got a chance here, Heidi.
And now a
Heidi Gunther on the production, showing us this great replay. And you won't be able to necessarily hear the sounds, but you could see the call was what they call a bang-bang play, I guess.
Sideline warning against Williamsville South. That's what the flag was. So if they get caught again, it's going to cost them some penalty yardage. 3rd down, a long 2 for the Flames. And they give to Smith. Smith. No, it's a quarterback keeper. Got fooled again, and some plenty of room on the run. And down the left sideline, goes for the cone. I don't think he got there. They're going to put this out of bounds at about the 1-yard line.
Mark, that was the reverse by Joey Santoro. It looked like a quarterback keeper, but Santoro came around the edge.
40-yard run by Joe Santoro.
And he really looked electric there, and huge play. Great play action again by Will East. They've mixed it up, and they've put out a bag of tricks offensively. Mike Torillo and his crew calling some great plays this first half.
Oh, we got an injured player down there. We're going to take a quick break. Danny Lairs is down for Williamsville South. You're watching Section 6 high school football here on the WNYAthletics.com network, brought to you by Naaman University.
After an accident.
Why?
Hold on.
Why do you exercise? To look better? To feel better? To drop a few pounds? To train for an event? To defy age? Or to keep your ability to say yes to the things you love to do? Whatever motivates you, G&G Fitness Equipment is here to get you there. Treadmills, ellipticals, rowers, bikes, home gyms, and accessories. We'll pair you with the right equipment, teach you how to use it, and be there every step of your fitness journey. G&G Fitness. Your goal is our goal.
Welcome back, everyone. We'd like to thank our sponsor, Dan Chacha, Injury Attorneys. Choosing the right attorney is crucial to protecting your legal rights. After being injured due to negligent or reckless actions, understanding your rights from the outset and having an attorney who takes the time to explain them clearly and thoroughly is essential. At Dan Chacha Injury Attorneys, we offer experienced, compassionate, and dedicated representation located at 5311 South Park Avenue in Hamburg. Contact us on the web at 716personalinjury.com.
All right, here we go. Williamsville East, 1st and goal from the 1 after that 36-yard scamper by Santoro. quarterback under center. First man through. And did he get there? And Smith right on the goal line. Let's see where they put this, Tim. I don't think they're going to give it to him.
No, it looks like they've held their call. I think that was Jacoby Chambers with the ball there, number 20.
They give him a half a yard. That's it. Looked like he was right on the line.
Less than one for the Flames.
Bit of a scrum there in the middle, and the Flames holding ground. Huge, huge point in the game here. 2:15 and counting in the second quarter. Tight game. Both teams really starting out the season strong. A timeout is called. And Mark will take another opportunity to thank one of our sponsors. This one will be the Mental Match with Sam Recco. Monthly session and safe space for Western New York student athletes in middle school, high school, and college to talk openly about performance anxiety, depression, not reaching potential standards, and the mental stress that comes with sports and life. Visit us on Facebook to learn more about meeting our schedule. We also like to thank Canisius High School in Buffalo, New York, St. Joseph's Collegiate Institute in Buffalo, New York, and St. Francis High School in Athol Springs, helping us put this great broadcast to you at WNYAthletics.
Well, coming out of that timeout by Williamsville South, the defense looking at trying to make another stop here on a goal line stand. With 2:05 left here in this first half. Martis is going to pitch it out, and nowhere to go for number 2, Kowalski. They bottled him up back at the 3-yard line, Timmy.
That's Tommy Collins. We've mentioned his name on offense for the Billies. He was right there to stop Kowalski.
Rochester and in Syracuse. Visit livefit.com, G&G Fitness.
So here we go. The third down is a crucial one for the Billies. Defense has been solid. Can the East Flames take the lead here?
Got to tell you, Timmy, I don't like that spot. I thought they dropped him for at least a 2-yard loss there. They put the ball back at the 1-yard line. So a favorable spot for Williamsville East. In the shotgun, waiting. And now the play is going to be blown dead. We had motion and a procedure call against the Flames.
So the mistakes keep on mounting. Just a little bit of a hiccup here on offense for the Flames, who've been really rolling. You mentioned this is only their second possession of the first half, if you can imagine that. Both possessions, though, they've really drove the ball well, but this time around having a little bit of difficulty near the goal line.
So they'll bring that ball back to the 6-yard line, and it'll be third down and goal from the 6. I would imagine they're in 4-down territory here. They have a pretty decent kicker, and Jack Landry. In the shotgun again, Martis back the pass rolling. He's got plenty of room out there. Could he go for it himself? He will. Touchdown, Williamsville East. Martis, beautiful run to the right side, Tim, and he scores.
And we're going to watch that one on replay again. What a beautiful movement right at the goal line, where if you watch Martis here, just shows a little ballerina execution. Nimble on the toes there. Great work. And the East Flames, it looked like they were possibly going to be stymied at the goal line, but great job by their quarterback.
So Landreth to try the extra point here. And they wait for the snap. The spot, the kick on its way up, and it is good. And with 1:28 left in the first half, 14-7, Williamsville East regains the lead.
What a game so far. It is both teams, being able to take advantage when they have the ball. And Will East, just 2 possessions, both possessions, Mark, generating touchdowns.
Beautiful drive there. And the most of it gained by Mr. Santoro, who rumbled down the left side. And pushed out at the 1-yard line, and then they ended up punching it in anyway on a nice quarterback keeper.
The touchdown's being brought to you by Richmond Vona. Richmond Vona LLC is committed to you. Being involved in a serious accident creates a whirlwind of changes. We know how serious the effects of a car accident can be on the victims and their families. At Richmond Vona LLC, we have helped our clients recover over $175 million. We have the skills and experience needed to handle a full range of car accident claims, including those with multiple parties and catastrophic injuries. Call 716-671-4341 for your free consultation today, or visit richmondvona.com.
So they get ready to kick it off here, and with 1:28 left and the wind to their back, one of the main reasons why they burned up 2 timeouts on that last drive to try to keep some time on the clock.
Mark, we'll go over some games this weekend tonight, but last night we had 3 contests. West Seneca East beats Starpoint 42-14. Wilson beats Alden 42-6. And Maritime Tapestry beats St. Mary's of Lancaster 46-28.
Squib kick and a nice play there by one of the Billies, falling down on that ball immediately. And look at this drive start, Tim, right at the 47-yard line.
Yeah, and the Billies, with 1:27 left to go on the clock, have an opportunity. We know that they've had some moments with the passing game that have looked sharp. And, of course, you have Amir Caesar, who can easily break one at any given moment.
Nice heads-up play there. Darren Rushot, the big man, number 99, had the ball come right to him, and he falls down on it. Smart. Saved just 1 second off that clock, and now here we go. 1st and 10 from the 47-yard line. 1:27 left in the half. Caesar, but it's going to be a quick flip pass out to the left side, and breaking it out over there on a nice catch. It was number 16 there, Barthold.
Barthold getting back to the line of scrimmage quickly, and they're moving their hurry up here.
Waiting on the snap once again. Back the pass. Looking. Now he's going to be flushed out of the pocket, and he falls down over midfield. We'll end up picking up 2, Tim, but the clock keeps running.
Tripped up by Ryan Garrigan. Garrigan having a nice game.
Inside 50 seconds now. That was one of those plays where if you throw it away, you'll stop the clock on the incompletion. But instead, the clock is running here on the Billies.
Billies last year, they started out the season 1-2, just averaging 16 points. Again, they finished the season 4-1, averaging 30 points or more a game down the stretch.
Dumping it up over the middle. It's complete. And a nice catch and run there. Danny Lares, who was hurt on that last drive, back in the game. Nice catch inside the 40-yard line. Yeah. Move the chains.
Nice catch and a nice throw by Ganji. Ganji threading the needle there in traffic and throwing with precision.
But they're running out of time here, Tim. Inside 20 seconds. Taking a long time to get these plays off. Down to 15 seconds. 14, 13. They get the snap. Back the pass. Here comes a rush. They're after him, and he's going to scramble to the outside. He needs to get out of bounds, and he's going to take a hit down there, and that was close to being on the white. And that was a vicious hit down there. I believe it was number 9. That's Cooper Rung.
And Mark, I don't know why, but I do not see Tommy Collins on the field. Collins, in my opinion, has had one half of football as a dynamic threat receiving. I am not sure if he's not healthy right now, but Collins has definitely been one of the standouts, and he's not on the field.
Yeah, he's standing over there out of bounds at the 41-yard line, number 9. So he's not on the field, but there's only 3 seconds left here.
Collins just a sophomore, Mark, excuse me, so maybe that's part of the growing pains of being an underclassman.
So last play of the half here. And out of the shotgun once again, Ganji. 2 men out left. 2 men out right. Let's see if he tries to find Connor Dugan, number 10, to our bottom of our screen here. Stepping up. And going to be sacked from behind, and who else gets him? The guy had a great first half. Gavin Parrish brings him down for the sack.
Angie sacked to end the half by number 45.
And that's the end of the first half. Williamsville East 14, Williamsville South 7. And you are watching Section 6 high school football here on the WNYAthletics.com network, brought to you by Damon University. We'll be right back.
Wing nuts. You still got to go.
Have you guys tried Room 40 yet?
Looking for the perfect spot to throw your next party? Say hello to Room 40, our private event space at both Wingnuts locations. Maybe you got a birthday, a graduation, anniversary, business event, rehearsal dinner, or even a sports banquet. From intimate get-togethers to rowdy celebrations, Room 40 is built to handle it all and fits up to 60 guests. With custom food and drink packages, flexible setups, legendary Wingnuts hospitality, and all the wings you can handle. If you're planning a celebration or get-together in Buffalo, this is where the party's at. Local vibes, zero stress, all fun. Book Room 40 today and throw a party Buffalo won't forget. Hit the link in our bio or visit wingnutsbuffalo.com/room40 to book now.
All right, well,
I'll go if you go to Wingnuts.
Deal.
Build your next connection. Earn your next internship. Crush your next goal. What will you do next?
Look, Patriot account is not going to close itself. Looks like you're going to be here late again. I need this by morning.
Oh no, not again. My son has a football game tonight.
WNYAthletics.com. You can thank me later.
WNYAthletics. Your home for high school sports.
Yes.
300 Level Media is a locally owned and operated, multi-purpose media company right here in Western New York. You'll find us everywhere, covering the Bills, Sabres, Buttes, Bisons, Big Four basketball, local college sports, and much more. Our staff offers a variety of media services, from video production, live event coverage, audio broadcasts, professional voiceovers, camera operation, and videography. Visit www.300levelmedia.com or give us a call at 716-427-2600. This is 300 Level Media.
Logistics Plus is a global transportation provider headquartered in Erie, PA with locations worldwide, including right here in Western New York. Logistics Plus is consistently recognized as a fast-growing transportation and logistics company, great supply chain partner, top freight broker, leading project cargo manager, and a great place to work. With a strong passion for excellence, our 500-plus employees put the plus in logistics.
For an efficient, personal approach for all of your transportation needs, more information about our Buffalo office is available at logisticsplus.com/Buffalo.
After an accident, life can be scary, stressful, tricky. You need Richmond Bona to help navigate the process, because getting a life-changing settlement can not only take time, it can take an emotional toll. The team at Richmond Bona provides high levels of support through all the ins and outs, so you get the settlement you need and the new beginning you deserve.
When the unexpected happens,
expect Richmond Bona.
Why do you exercise? To look better? To feel better? To drop a few pounds? To train for an event? To defy age? Or to keep your ability to say yes to the things you love to do? Whatever motivates you, G&G Fitness Equipment is here to get you there. Treadmills, ellipticals, rowers, bikes, home gyms, and accessories. We'll pair you with the right equipment, teach you how to use it, and be there every step of your fitness journey. G&G Fitness. Your goal is our goal.
Logistics Plus is a global transportation provider headquartered in Erie, PA with locations worldwide, including right here in Western New York. Logistics Plus is consistently recognized as a fast-growing transportation and logistics company, great supply chain partner, top freight broker, leading project cargo manager, and a great place to work. With a strong passion for excellence, our 500-plus employees put the plus in logistics.
For an efficient, personal approach for all of your transportation needs, more information about our Buffalo office is available at logisticsplus.com/Buffalo.
Wingnuts. You still got to go.
Have you guys tried Room 40 yet?
Looking for the perfect spot to throw your next party? Say hello to Room 40, our private event space at both Wingnuts locations. Maybe you got a birthday, a graduation, anniversary, business event, rehearsal dinner, or even a sports banquet. From intimate get-togethers to rowdy celebrations, Room 40 is built to handle it all and fits up to 60 guests. With custom food and drink packages, flexible setups, legendary Wingnuts hospitality, and all the wings you can handle. If you're planning a celebration or get-together in Buffalo, this is where the party's at. Local vibes, zero stress, all fun. Book Room 40 today and throw a party Buffalo won't forget. Hit the link in our bio or visit wingnutsbuffalo.com/room40 to book now.
All right, well,
I'll go if you go to Wingnuts.
Deal.
Why do you exercise? To look better? To feel better? To drop a few pounds? To train for an event? To defy age? Or to keep your ability to say yes to the things you love to do? Whatever motivates you, G&G Fitness Equipment is here to get you there. Treadmills, ellipticals, rowers, bikes, home gyms, and accessories. We'll pair you with the right equipment, teach you how to use it, and be there every step of your fitness journey. G&G Fitness. Your goal is our goal.
After an accident, life can be scary, stressful, tricky. You need Richmond Bona to help navigate the process, because getting a life-changing settlement can not only take time, it can take an emotional toll. The team at Richmond Bona provides high levels of support through all the ins and outs, so you get the settlement you need and the new beginning you deserve.
When the unexpected happens,
expect Richmond Bona.
Look, Patriot account is not going to close itself. Looks like you're going to be here late again. I need this by morning.
Oh no, not again. My son has a football game tonight.
At WNYAthletics.com. You can thank me later.
WNYAthletics. Your home for high school sports.
Yes.
Build your next connection. Earn your next internship. Crush your next goal. What will you do next?
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Getting ready to start the second half here. It's a 14-7 lead for the Williamsville East Flames. And they did it on the ground there, Tim, and through the air. Mark Johnson back with Tim Morozak and get ready to start this third quarter.
And great look at the sky once again. It's a red sky, and we're red for Williamsville East. They are in the lead. Could be their night, Mark. And for Williamsville South, this is an opener that is a crosstown rival. In their next couple games, they're at Pioneer next week, South Park week 3. The first 3 games of the slate for the Billies are not easy. And then you look at East, next week they're at Hamburg, the following week Kenmore East. So both teams real important to get that week 1 win. And this has been a great first half of football. Have a few stats for you, rough estimates. Not exact, but we had Caesar for 9 carries, a little bit over 50 yards. Smith with 7 carries, a little bit over 30 yards, and Martis over 60 yards passing. So those are some of the first half stats. Sorry we do not have more for you, but to give you a little bit of an indication of how this game's gone, it's been a lot of defense as well.
And some great defensive play out there, especially by number 45. Gavin Parrish of the Flames came up big on a few plays in the first quarter and then on about 4 or 5 plays in the second, including that last play at a half. It was a sack, and now I realize, well, the Billies are going to be kicking off here in the second half, so they were trying to do whatever they could with 1:27 left, and they had a great drive start too, Tim, from their own 47-yard line, but they couldn't get anything out of it.
Yeah, and for quarterback Anthony Martis, looking at the east side of things, he's just a junior getting his first taste of a varsity start. I'd say he's shown very well in that first half, especially that go-ahead touchdown late in the second quarter where he showed the nimbleness to get through the defense that was hawking him down. And that looked like a pivotal moment right there, especially as you mentioned, the Billies going to have to kick the ball off to start the second half.
Now, I've been watching Jack Langriff. He's the young kicker for Williamsville East. He's been banging them from 50 yards out. He just made one for about 53.
And you could hear the crowd as well getting excited about the potential that he shows. And, of course, the wind is to his back there, but still 53-yarder. And it just seems like the yardage with kickoff, field goals, Mark. You hear about the one for Jacksonville in the post or preseason where the kicker for Jacksonville, I think he hit, a 70-yarder, was it?
Yes, sir.
Amazing stuff.
One of our sponsors tonight is Wingnuts Buffalo, located near the Buffalo Airport at 4600 Genesee Street. Dine in or order for takeout. Open Monday through Sunday, 11 a.m. to 10 p.m. Visit wingnutsbuffalo.com.
Look at a couple other games on slate today. We'll try to give you the whole rundown. East Aurora Holland at Cheektowaga, Eden North Collins at Lakeshore, North Collins at Akron, Lancaster at McKinley, that's a good one. Frontier at West Seneca West, another good one. Sweet Home at Niagara Wheatfield, Hamburg at North Tonawanda, Williamsville South here at Will East, South Park at Maryvale, Salamanca at Olean, Albion at Newport, Roy Hart Barker at Newfane, Will North at Jamestown. That's another one Western New Yorkers will have their eye on. Hutch Tech at Clarence, Medina at Silver Creek, Forestville. Great to see Medina fielding an 11-man team. They were thought to go down to 8-man football, but they found some numbers, and they'll be once again a force to be reckoned with in Class C. Also tonight for Doney at Springville. Medina's at Silver Creek, Allegheny Limestone at Portville. Iroquois at Grand Island, nice matchup there. Randolph at Falconer, Casadega Valley, Maple Grove. JFK at Cattaraugus, Little Valley. Tonawanda at Chautauqua Lake.
Coleman on the kickoff, and it's fielded at the 30-yard line, and a nice play there by number 14, Josh Flusky.
Two more matchups on the slate. Dunkirk at Depew, and then last but not least, Orchard Park at Health Sciences BASC Charter. That's an interesting matchup. Ty Parker hosting an upper-class team in Orchard Park. He always likes to test his kids, and they're always in the running for a state title.
I want to remind our viewers that a red zone type of show is going to be ran by WesternNYAthletics.com. Jake Fyack. And that's back at the studio. They're going to try to bring you action from 8 different games here as we enter the late stages of the second half. Stay tuned for that. Low snap, back to pass, now scrambling to the right side, and they're going to, he sidesteps the play, and he dumps it, and threw it up for grabs. It was tipped, and that was almost intercepted.
Both quarterbacks showing an ability to try to make things happen, and that play almost did get away from the East Flames, but Anthony Martis showing good poise in the pocket and then rolling out as well.
Danny Lairs, number 23 for Williamsville South, almost came up with the interception. That would have been huge. Instead, it's incomplete, so it's second down and 10, ball at the 39-yard line. East could really put the pressure on South here with a touchdown march. Anthony Martis, the junior quarterback. And he's got Smith to his right side. And he's going to hand it off to Smith. Smith would have had a steam busting out over the 45-yard line. And it was Lair came up, made another nice play. Danny Lairs putting his body on the line there against the big man Smith.
Mentioned Kyer Smith, not averaging a ton of yards, but very effective running the ball today, and he's been able to hold on to it well, been able to go through the teeth of the defense well, and continues to do so here on this drive.
Picked up 7, 2nd down and 3 for the Flames. With a 7-point lead, looking to add to it. Back, rolling, right side, Martis looking, being pursued, and now he throws it away, and that is grounding. No matter how you look at it, intentional grounding, even though he threw it out of bounds.
High energy play there. High energy play there by Darren Mushat, number 99, the big man on the edge. We have not called his name that often, but he's been involved very often for this defense.
And Baron Schnell is down at the 45-yard line on one knee. He tried to get up, he could not, and now the trainers are coming out to take a look at him. Well, that was a crazy play there. It looked like Martis was going to run it at first, Tim, and then decided to just throw it away. The argument was, did the ball go out of bounds? And it was close.
I'd like to thank Logistics Plus of Buffalo, helping us put this broadcast together for all your transportation needs. Full truckload, LTL, dedicated, and drop trailer moves. Logistic Plus Buffalo is a one-stop shop. Email buffalo@logisticsplus.com for your next shipment or warehouse needs. Also like to thank G&G Fitness. G&G Fitness Equipment is a full-service provider of specialty home and commercial fitness equipment. Since 1990, the G&G Fitness companies have evolved into one of the premier sources of fitness solutions in the United States. Locations in Buffalo, Rochester, and right here in Syracuse, well, right here in Buffalo, actually. Visit livefit.com. For those in Syracuse, they're right here as well, but nice to see them growing their operation throughout New York State.
So they marked that penalty, and a loss of down comes along with that, so they're going to have to punt it away. Our first real punt of the game, Joe Santoro back to punt for the Flames.
And a huge stop to start the second half for the Billies.
High snap, and Santoro, oh, big high kick, but the wind eats it up. It's going to bounce around the 40-yard line, and it's going to go out of bounds at the 41.
You know, Mark, you made the point about the wind. All things being considered, not a bad kick when you're fighting that wind, and it is a strong wind, no doubt.
20-yard punt from the line of scrimmage. So, again, Williamsville South, Timmy, with a great drive start.
And they had great moments in that first half. They only showed 7 points on the scoreboard, but they certainly had good moments offensively. And, you know, look at Williamsville East. We didn't talk about it, but they have 8 of 11 returnees on defense. A team that was led last year by Jacoby Chambers, who led the team with 67 tackles. Kyrie Smith, 48 tackles. And then, of course, Patrick Horseman, 47 tackles. Those three making a big impact as well again tonight.
They move the ball back to the 40-yard line, so that's where we'll start at their own 40. The snap and the give is to Caesar, and he brings it out to about the 44-yard line. Nice run there, picked up 4. And in on that tackle, number 74, Tyler Standish.
Caesar up the middle for 3, tackled by number 40, Ryan Garrigan.
And Garrigan got in there as well, number 40. The clock continues to run, but Timmy, you're right. They got out of that. They only let East burn up 1 minute and 10 seconds on their drive. And they got the ball right back here.
Yeah, opposed to going down by 2 scores. You know, this is an opportunity for the South to tie the game or possibly take the lead.
He waits for the snap, and he's going to give it to Caesar. Spins his way across midfield. He's still on his feet, and will drag him down around the 40. He's still up. He did not, his knee did not touch, and he's still going. And he gets inside the 35-yard line. That is the run of the night right there.
Yeah, we're going to watch this one again, Mark, on replay, because as you mentioned, spectacular run. Here you go.
1-yard carry for the Billies.
On the replay, that's a different replay, but
21 on that game.
Try to find it for you if we can. But amazing run by Caesar.
Give him 22 on the carry from where I'm looking, so what a run. And a first down and 10 from the 33-yard line of Williamsville East. South is coming right back at him.
Mark, that's textbook. If you're coaching a team and you want to teach running backs, you show that video of that run by Caesar, who didn't give up, had been stopped by, looked like 2-3 defenders. He kept bringing them downfield with him.
Mushad is back in the game now, number 99. And they're putting him out in the right slot. Now you bring him back in motion. They give the ball left side. Sweep play, and he's got a man in front of him on the block. And another nice run by Caesar.
And nice tackle as well by the East Flames.
There was number 40 on the tackle for them. And that is Ryan Garrigan coming up. Another nice play.
Looked like number 2, Will Kowalski as well.
With another run for a Billies first down.
Check that, number
Tackle
7.
Number 40, Ryan Garrigan.
Evan Calhoun.
So they're swarming the ball out of the Flames, but not before they pick up another first down. Another nice 12-yard gain.
And how about the movement of Darren Mushat, the big man, number 99?
I like it.
Showing some wheels. That's a big threat to have. How about that number 99 in the backfield? Pretty cool to see.
They got him listed as a fullback, Tim. He's a junior. He also plays defensive line. And right now he's in a pure fullback formation under center to quarterback. And the give again. Caesar picks his hole and not much there. Picked up a yard, maybe 2. Let's see where they spot it.
Yeah, Mushat there is calling to get off the field. I don't know if he's winded or injured, but he did look like he lost his step there on that play.
Jackson Lookner came up and got him.
Filling in for him will be number 23, Danny Laris.
I think he's gassed.
It looks like it.
Made by Jacoby
So it's
Chambers.
second down and 9.
And number 75, Matthew
He
Glenn.
looks like he's cramped up now. The trainer's working on his leg there, Mark, and this does happen early in the season.
Sure does. So Ganji goes back. Ganji back under center. And now back in the game is Danny Lares. He's basically a defensive player. And there's a busted play. And they're in trouble. And makes the most out of it and runs forward and picked up a first down.
And
holy cow.
Yeah, you know, if we can catch a replay on that one, you can see the East defense needs to be able to defend that better. They had it stopped initially. A busted play where Ganji doing a great job looking upfield and finding something out of nothing.
11-yard gain for the Billies quarterback, and it's a first down, and the ball at the 11-yard line. So they're back in the red zone.
Meanwhile, they continue to work on Mushat, and we'd like to also take this time to thank our sponsors. After this play, we'll go to one of them.
Under center, Ganji. Man in motion, that's Collins. And it's Caesar trying to cut his way inside the 10-yard line and does, and another nice 5-yard run.
They're banging in that second-level defense. The linebackers are certainly giving Caesar some bumps and bruises, but he's maintaining his posture and poise and continuing to run hard and getting to that second level of the defense. He's having a nice series here. I'd like to thank 510 Toy Shop and Sports Cards. Buy, sell, and trade at 510toyshop.com.
Ganji here at second down and 5. They can get another first down before they can score. Look at Caesar bouncing off players left and right. On the far side of field, another nice run by the youngster.
There's definitely some physicality going on here, and Caesar is up for it. He is not afraid to take that initial hit and keep chugging along. Really impressing, you know, Mark. He had shows the ability to bust them and have electric open field vision, cuts and whatnot, but that ability to bang the defense is a second bonus as a running back.
Chambers in on that tackle for East. Now a quarterback sneak, and they're going to score it. Touchdown, Billies. How about it? Philip Gangi goes right off of
with a 2-yard sneak
right
up the middle.
left tackle, left to guard area, and that's a touchdown.
We're going to take a quick look at the replay on that, where Gangi gets it done and puts his team with an opportunity to tie the game here.
Coleman for the extra point. Thatcher held. The backup quarterback is going to hold here. That wind really blowing now. And it's up, and it is good. And we are tied again at 14 with 5:46 left in this third quarter. 14 apiece. And we'll be right back here as you're watching Section 6 High School Football on the WesternNewYorkAthletics.com network, brought to you by Damon University.
After an accident, life can be scary, stressful, tricky. You need Richmond Bona to help navigate the process, because getting a life-changing settlement can not only take time, it can take an emotional toll. The team at Richmond Bona provides high levels of support through all the ins and outs, so you get the settlement you need and the new beginning you deserve.
When the unexpected happens,
expect Richmond Bona.
Wing nuts. You still got to go.
Have you guys tried Room 40 yet?
Looking for the perfect spot to throw your next party? Say hello to Room 40, our private event space at both Wingnuts locations. Maybe got a birthday, a graduation, anniversary, business event, rehearsal dinner, or even a sports banquet. From intimate get-togethers to rowdy celebrations, Room 40 is built to handle it all and fits up to 60 guests, with custom food and drink packages, flexible setups, legendary Wingnuts hospitality, and all the wings you can handle. If you're planning a celebration or get-together,
all right, Coleman on the kickoff. This one's a line drive. It's going to be picked up. Oh, goes through the legs of Santoro and rolls back through the end zone and out of the end zone. So the Flames catch a break there. And they'll bring that ball out, I believe, Tim, to the 25.
Yeah, it's special teams, you know, in the second half, both kickoffs for the Billies have proven favorable for them, where East has had some trouble handling the ball, and the field position a big part of this second half. So the East Flames will start the ball at their 20.
Yeah, I think they might have changed that rule, Tim. Last year it was 25. There might have been a rule change there. We're going to have to look that up.
It may penalize him 5 yards if he bobbles it and it goes into the end zone, perhaps. But so, you know your rules better than I do.
Well, not on that one. First down and 10 from the 20. And the Flames stifled on their first drive of the half. Let's see what they can do here. Smith tripped up, but still put his head down and picked up 9 yards. Boy, he can run.
Yeah, he really has an opportunity to have a nice season. Tonight, he's getting his work cut out for him and getting tested. The Will South defensive line has been fairly stout, but they have had trouble making initial contact, similar to Caesar, getting through that first level of the defense. Both running backs doing a nice job of that tonight.
They give him 8, so it's second down and 2 here as we come up on the 5-minute mark in this third quarter. Waiting for the snap and giving it again to Smith up the middle. That's a first down and more, as he barreled into number 77 there for this Billies, Brian Merkowitz.
Yeah, Merkowitz trying to strip the ball late. Not to be had.
First down, Flames.
Kyer Smith has been really strong holding on to the ball. His brother also plays, one of the better defenders on the team, Kyrie Smith, number 51. I have not seen his number as much on defense. I have to check on that.
It's first and 10, ball at the 39-yard line. Getting the snap, and once again getting the carry is Smith, and there goes Smith. He's on his way, 40, 35, 30. No one's going to catch him. He's going to the end zone, and he's going to score. Smith with an impressive 61-yard romp to the end zone, and that's how you do it, Tim.
Great job by Smith. You could see, Mark, the few plays he started this drive with, getting great yardage, running downhill, and watching this here on replay, you'll see he was his biggest moment of the night and the biggest play of the night so far.
Well, he got across that 40-yard line, and there was no one stopping him. He turned on the Jets down around the 20. An easy score as we have a man down at the 46-yard line. One of the Billies looks like he's cramping up down there. I couldn't get a number, and now he pops up, and he's going to have to come out of the game, I would think, right? Well, he's dropped now. Yeah, he's got to come out of the game. That's number 56, Alex York.
York has had a nice game as well. He's been really a fire plug there. Firecracker, I should say.
What a run by Smith.
Lead on the run by Smith.
So in to kick the extra point against the win now is Jack Landreth. And once again, Kowalski to hold here for the Flames. This might be one of the best kickers in Western New York. What a privilege to see this kid kick. Number 19, the senior. And it's up, and it is good. And they're right back up 21-14 here with 4:30 left in the third quarter. And you're watching Section 6 high school football here on the Western New York Athletics.com network, brought to you by Damon University.
Logistics Plus is a global transportation provider headquartered in Erie, PA with locations worldwide, including right here in Western New York. Logistics Plus is consistently recognized as a fast-growing transportation and logistics company, great supply chain partner, top freight broker, leading project cargo manager, and a great place to work. With a strong passion for excellence, our 500-plus employees put the plus in logistics.
Or an efficient personal approach for all of your transportation needs. More information about our Buffalo office is available at logisticsplus.com/Buffalo.
Back live here, 21-14, 4:30 left, third quarter. And the Flames are back out in front after a 61-yard run. Kyrie Smith. So DeBoyne is back to receive for Williamsville South. Let's see if South can answer. And looks like running out there a little late for East. Number 23, Jeremy Sue. And here we go, ready to kick it off is Langgrith. Approaches the football, and he's going to squib one. And falling down in contact right there is Bartold. Caught the ball, Tim, but his knees were on the ground, so that's what I'll put it down. Still a decent drive start.
And another opportunity for Will South to match the score, if not better it. It's been a back and forth game, and what a way to start the season here on Western New York Athletics via YouTube. Pleasure to be back in the booth with you, Mark, with Heidi Gunther at the production board, Matt Gardner on the camera work, along with Josh Wilson. Pleasure to have all of our viewers here watching from Will East High School on what has been an amazing night of football. Not here, but just around Western New York. Great night to be out, watching some great action around the Western New York scene.
Angie under center now backs up in a shotgun, and they move Zandel over in the slot. Collins to his right, and instead it's Caesar. He's going to whittle his way through, and there's a nice run by Caesar. He'll pick up 14 yards the hard way.
Mark, I don't know if that was a busted play or if that was designed. It looked like it took a little while to develop. Caesar kind of came from the outside and just buried it up the middle. Huge gain. Both running backs having their way tonight.
That was a nice run. They'll give him 14. Put the ball at the 44-yard line. 1st and 10, Waynesville South.
Don't have the official numbers, but definitely Smith for East is over 100 yards, and Caesar has to be pretty darn close, if not over.
Angie in the shotgun once again. Back to pass. Looks. Quick pass. That's Collins. Oh, and the ball came out. They're going to call the catch. They're going to call it a catch, and they're going to give it to the Flames. Oh, I don't know about that one, Timmy.
Well, we're going to catch a replay on that. Not sure if he really, what they call, made a football move when he caught it, but
I don't think he had possession.
He did not have possession based on the replay. Not enough time. And it looks like they are going to discuss that, the officials.
No, they're giving it to them.
They're sticking with their call.
Well, they are.
But based on that replay, you could see it was not enough time to have the ball in possession. We'll watch it one more time, that replay. Here on the WNY Athletics replay.
Yeah, quick pass out there, Tim, in the flat. I just don't think he caught it. Catch and a fumble.
Huge turnover for Collins, who's had a really nice game. Hate to see the young man punished for what looked like just a drop.
Now it's a reverse pitch out, and on the run, it is the man they call Will Kowalski, and he picks up 15 beautiful yards.
And once again, another play action opportunity on offense that's working well. The Flames play calling has been really solid offensively, mixing it up with some basic up the middle runs with Smith, and then you've got your play action to the outside.
Misdirection by number 2, Will
Got a
Kowalski.
little razzle-dazzle there. So there's a first down
Flames.
now at the 26-yard line. Williamsville East really putting the pressure on now, Tim.
Really good inside-out game for the Flames here offensively.
Back in the shotgun once again. Martis with the big man Smith, and Smith gets it, and they get him. And it's Alex York, and you mentioned him earlier. The tiny linebacker came up and made a big hit.
The firecracker, spark plug, whatever you want to call him. He is electric, and he was in on the blitz there and made the most of that opportunity. Any linebacker gets wide eyes when they get called for the blitz, and he is definitely someone to watch for in Western New York.
Beautiful run blitz call there by the defensive coordinator for the Billies. So a loss of 4 brings up 2nd and 14, ball right at the 30-yard line. Martis gets the snap, and this time, once again, Smith smashes his way through down across the inside the 25-yard line. Nice run there. And he's slow to get up. And look out. He's down.
And that's a cramp. That's good to see. It's just a cramp, most likely. You can see that it's happening on both sides of the ball. Hopefully that's all it is, but it looked like that kind of motion where hopefully that's all that was.
Helmets off, so we'll take a quick break, and we'll be right back here on the Western New York Athletics Network.
Yards on the day.
Meantime, we'd like to thank our sponsors, Damon University. Damon University is a private, non-sectarian university in Amherst, New York, offering undergraduate and graduate level degrees. We encourage our students to be creative, innovative, ethically minded leaders for an ever-changing, diverse, and interconnected world. Visit damon.edu to schedule your tour today.
And Smith gets up and slowly makes his way to the Flame bench here. Number 25 has had a heck of a night. So after that play and pickup of 8 yards, it's 3rd down and 6. So a manageable 3rd down here for this Flames offense as we come down to the 2-minute mark here in this 3rd quarter. Martis with 2 men out right, 2 men out left. And he's going to give it to Santoro, and Santoro is brought down big time. And then once again, it's Alex York.
York having a really nice day on defense for the Billies. Santoro, a little bit smaller of a back compared to Smith, and I'd say that's probably fair to say for most running backs in Western New York. Smith is a bruising big running back. Maybe not the tallest running back, but certainly packs a big punch. Tough lower body, tough to take down. We'll see if Santoro can fill in adequately here.
Monster 4th down play here for Will South. They have to stop him. 4th and 6. Gets the snap, back the pass, looking, throws across the middle. Oh, what a great grab. Kowalski comes up with it. And are they going to call an incomplete now? No, that's a completion.
Oh yeah, great completion, great line blocking. Didn't have a ton of rush getting in, but the front 4 defensively could not get any kind of pressure thanks to the great play on that offensive line for the East Flames.
15-yard completion to Kowalski, and the ball first and goal from the 6-yard line. So knocking on the door once again, the Flames. Trying to punch it in here as this winds look like they've died down a little bit here tonight. That wind warning was only to about 8:30 Eastern Standard Time. Oh, the snap gets away from the quarterback. And Santoro picks it up and keeps going backwards, and he's going to get dropped. Schnell all over him, number 66. What a loss. Loss of 26.
We'll catch that one on the replay. Santoro maybe not filling in as much as far as productivity compared to Smith, but making a sure-handed play there that perhaps could be a game-changing play if that ball gets turned over. And Santoro really stepping up nicely, avoiding any possible problems with a turnover.
And that is the end of the 3rd quarter. After 3 quarters of play, it's Williamsville East 21, Williamsville South 14. And you're watching Section 6 high school football here on WesternNewYorkAthletics.com, brought to you by Damon University.
Why do you exercise? To look better? To feel better? To drop a few pounds? To train for an event? To defy age? Or to keep your ability to say yes to the things you love to do? Whatever motivates you, G&G Fitness Equipment is here to get you there. Treadmills, ellipticals, rowers, bikes, home gyms, and accessories. We'll pair you with the right equipment, teach you how to use it, and be there every step of your fitness journey. G&G Fitness. Your goal is our goal.
All right. Second down, goal to goal from the 30-yard line to start this fourth quarter. Martis waits for the snap. What are they going to do here? He's going to keep himself. Now he's going to pitch out. Santoro on the run, 20, 15, and knocked out of bounds. A nice play there to pick up a huge chunk of yardage back. Got 15 yards back, Tim.
So I was questioning how well Santoro would fill in for Smith, who's had a tremendous game so far, and Santoro really running the ball well right there with a huge gain, and that play before, spectacular hands to save what could have been an easy turnover.
So it's third down, goal to goal, the ball at the 14-yard line. So give Santoro 16 on that carry. And that was a nice call.
Santoro just a junior on this heavy senior-laden team.
Shotgun snap, ball gets away again. Santoro picks it up, gets nailed once, spins away from it. Look at this kid go. Picked up a yard. Well, he got back to the line of scrimmage. Now another player down for Will South.
Well, Mark, we talked about Anthony Martis in the first half having that poise for his first start. There's been a couple hiccups, though, in the last drive, last few plays. He has had trouble handling that. If we can catch the replay on that one, we'll see if this was a low snap. It might have been a little bit of a low snap, but
that's Alex York
in
down.
any event.
York, second time he's been down tonight as the trainers come out to try to work on him. They're tramping up, Tim.
Yeah, and that's this time of year where the live bullets are flying right now. And we definitely get to the point where some of the conditioning becomes an issue. Drinking that water, the coaches preach that. Stay hydrated the night before, the day of the game, and
through the game.
I learned this year a lot of people in Europe, Mark, don't drink a lot of water from what I understand compared to us in America. I personally prefer to try to get my 8 glasses a day if I can.
Wow. That's pretty good, Tim.
Well, I guess if you're counting coffee and other liquids, definitely adds up to 8, but certainly try to add a lot of water to it. Anyhow, on that note, we're going to go to G&G Fitness. On the fitness notes, G&G Fitness Equipment is a full-service provider of specialty home and commercial fitness equipment. Since 1990, the G&G Fitness companies have evolved into the premier source of fitness solutions in the United States. Locations in Buffalo, Rochester, and Syracuse. Visit livefit.com. Also like to thank Pathfinder College Planning. Expert guidance for college planning success. Call 716-473-1557 or visit pathfindercollegeplanning.com.
We also want to thank Canisius High School, St. Joe's Collegiate Institute, and of course St. Francis High School for their sponsorship here tonight. This is one of the keys of this game tonight, is the big leg of Jack Landry. The senior place kicker, who's also a wide receiver. He was booming them from 50 yards out. So he's going to have a chance here. Kowalski to hold. Kick on its way, and it is good. Right over the right upright. I didn't know from this angle, Tim, if he made it or not, but what a kick.
And that is so huge to have the opportunity to have a special teams advantage with a kicker who can go deep. Some teams don't even kick extra points in high school football, let alone have a good kicker to rely on, and the East Flames have that in Landry.
So
Landreth, rather.
24-14 lead, and that night posed huge here. This last 10:46 left in this fourth quarter, but no matter what, Tim, this is a huge possession for the South Billies.
It is, and as far as their breaks, last break on that last possession, We've talked about whether or not that should have been a turnover. Those are the breaks you have to overcome as a team, and Coach Licata, no doubt, has a great mind for offense, and he will have something cooking this drive to get the Billies back in the game.
So Landgraf, with the wind at his back, now will kick off. And back there to receive, number 7, the quarterback. I never liked this idea. Ganji back there, standing around his own 3-yard line, and I never could figure out why you'd want your quarterback to return a kickoff. But here we go. Landgraf gets the signal from the official, and he steps up toward the ball, and it is nailed end over end. I'm just going to take it at the 10-yard line. 15, 20. Nowhere to go, and they bottle him up and nail him down around the 20. So about an 11-yard return there.
Nice kickoff and defense for the East Flames.
An 11-yard return for the Billies.
Mark, we have more football, this time NFL action tonight. Forgot there was a game. The Chargers are playing in Brazil, I believe, tonight, and they are up. Of course, we have local product. Sean Dolak, who made the 53-man roster
for the Rams.
And undrafted, not even invited to the combine, but a standout all-American linebacker at UB, making the most of his opportunities in camp. And right now the Rams are up 7-0 on the Chargers.
Well, the Chargers are playing the Chiefs, unfortunately. The Rams.
I'm sorry, the Chiefs, rather.
But that's down in Brazil. But we're here in Williamsville, New York, at Williamsville East High School. 10:37 left here. And quarterback keeper and whittling his way through in a nice run is Gangi. And he gets nailed down there on the 25-yard line. Boy, warm up the jacuzzis tonight because there's been some physical play on that line.
No doubt. I had a chance to walk the field before the game, and that surface, it's not too forgiving, so those guys are definitely taking their bruises, and they'll sleep well tonight, no doubt.
Picked up 4, 2nd down and 6 as we come to the 10-minute mark here in this 4th quarter. A must-score drive here for the Williamsville South Billies if they want to try to stay in this thing. Caesar, right side, crosses the 30. Oh, we got right to about the 30-yard line, and he'll be short about 2 yards, so a big play coming up here.
Once again brought down by number 9.
Mark, both running backs on each side of the ball, and you can add Santora to the list, have done a really nice job protecting the ball, and that is so huge, especially down the stretch here in the 4th quarter. Not having any other turnovers, that will absolutely dethrone this Billy team right now, but they've been doing a nice job keeping the ball.
Quarterback keeper, and I don't think he got there. He did not. They finally drag him down at the line of scrimmage.
They needed 2, and it doesn't look like they got 1.
So it's 4th down. They're going to give him a half a yard, it looks like.
Flames get a stop. It'll be 4th and 1. Billies.
Well, 4th down, and I would say a long one here, Tim.
No doubt about it. And this is where you go with the quarterback keeper, Mark. I think that's your best move. Most logical, I would say.
Well, yeah, they do have a couple end-around plays that they were working on this summer. But you're right. You're probably going to just keep in the quarterback's hands, and hopefully your front line, your front 5, blow some people out at the line and get you that yard and a half that you need. Here we go. 4th down. Angie's going to carry it, and he's going to get the 1st down. What a big play there. Brings it out to the 35-yard line.
Yeah,
fresh set it down, Tim.
Ganji gets about 4 yards there. You know, both quarterbacks for Will South are baseball stars, Thatcher Held and Philip Ganji. Ganji, one of the best in Western New York, and sure-handed there, carrying the ball for a big 1st down.
Well, we're inside 8:30 now. That clock running. They're down by 2 scores. Enzo in motion. Now back to pass looking. Going to put it up for grabs, and that is almost intercepted by number 8, and that's Patrick Horsman, who had that thing targeted for a pick and couldn't hang on.
Speaking of interceptions, this is a Will East team that had 10 interceptions last year as a team. Definitely ball hawks, and you know, definitely a risk-taking pass by Ganji. Threw into a slew of Flame defenders, just one receiver in sight, Tommy Collins. Collins continuing to be a major factor in this offense.
Reese Smith was trying to get on the field for East, number 25. It looks like he's ready to go when they get the ball back. But his coach pulled him back to the sideline. Now on the give is Caesar. Tries to get to the outside. They battle. He cuts it back inside. And now he's going to get nailed down there on the 41, or excuse me, the 36-yard line. And boy, was he nailed from behind.
Mark, that's a play where I believe the officials need to do a better job blowing the whistle early. Caesar was clearly tied up. And I guess, though, to his credit, he's been able to break some when it looks like he's down. So tough to say on the officials' part, but he took a beating with the second and third tackler coming in.
That was number 51. Cody Smith. A nice tackle there. Well, it's 3rd down and 9. Pressure time again for the Billies. 2 downs to convert. The snap, back the pass. He's got room to run. He's going to put it up for grabs, and that's going to be out of bounds as Zanzio went up there, and he could not bring it down. It didn't matter if he catches it anyway, Tim, he's out of bounds.
And Mark, you mentioned 51, Kyrie Smith, having a really nice stretch here on the defensive line, putting a lot of pressure on the South Billies. And right there, putting also the Billies into a 4th down situation as time is winding down by 10 points with just a little over 7 minutes to go. Looks like they're going to go for it here.
I think they're going to back up and punt here, to be honest with you.
That would be the smart move, I would think.
I would, well, especially after that incompletion. The clock's not running. So with 7:14 left here, if they're looking at their play charts on the wrist like they're going to try to run something on a 4th and 9 call. You give up the ball here, well, they're going to run it. The quick throw, Collins will hook and ladder, and they ate that up. Well, Caesar's still on his feet. Caesar, and now he's horse collared down, and no call.
I don't know if that was so much a horse collar. It just looked like he flipped a little awkwardly. But great job by the defense there. Joe Peer on the stop.
By number 4, Joe
and
Peer.
The Billies, you know, that play took a little while to develop. Again, that play action, you know, what's interesting is the play action for the East team just seems to be more fluid tonight. And the Billies there trying to run a little trickery, but it was well read, and that's a defense, again, 8 returning starters on defense, Mark, knowing their role and holding down fort when they need to.
10 men on the field for Williamsville South, and finally, Markowitz runs back in there, so now they got 11. Meanwhile, the ball at the 35-yard line, 1st and 10 Flames, and they can really put this thing out of reach now. I'd have to say maybe 6-7 yards. They're in field goal range with that kicker.
Kyer Smith back on the field in the backfield, so a great sign for the East Flames.
And on the snap, Smith on the carry. Smith bounces around, and they're going to hog time and bring him down. A nice play there. And it's number 71 came up, and that's Ben Zemazowski.
Zemanowski, one of the captains, a junior.
Kyer Smith stopped for
stout
a 2-yard
both
loss.
on the defense and offensive lines.
Number
He's
3,
a player
Sean
to watch
O'Connor
in
on
Western
the
New
tackle
York for
Billies,
sure.
Along with number 71, Ben Simonowski.
Great play there by the Williamsville South defense. They got to try to get this ball back, Timmy, and that clock is running.
This is where the senior leadership comes into play for East down the stretch, maintaining good ball control and knowing their assignments. We'll see if they can hold it out with 6 minutes and counting.
Martis in the shotgun, waits for the snap, gives it no, he's going to keep it himself. Martis with room to run, 25, and slides down, but there's a penalty flag there. We might have a holding call on that edge, trying to seal that edge off, and I think they're going to get Patrick Horsman for holding.
Yeah, number 8, Patrick Horsman on the play. Does look like he may be the culprit.
So it's holding against the Flames. Well, I got to tell you, though, the way he tucks that down and takes off right side, it's easy to miss that.
Oh, they do a really nice job with their misdirection and with their play action fakes. It's been a pleasant offense to watch. And, you know, what's interesting is you knew the defense with the amount of returnees was going to be able to hold their own. And this offense
Second down, 12 to go.
certainly putting Western New York on notice right now.
Second down and 12. As the Flames are trying to put this thing away. As that clock continues to run. 5:45 and running here in this fourth quarter. Oh, another high snap. Ball's going to go back down, and they better just fall on it, and they do. Smith thought better of it and fell down at the ball on the 38-yard line. That has been an issue here. There's another player down for Waynesville South. Number 10, Troy Lawrence is down.
And hopefully it looks like
Another
another cramp, but hopefully that's all it is.
Well, they got to clean that up if they're going throughout the year here, Tim, because
Injury timeout for the Billies.
we've had at least 3 or 4 incidents where the ball gets by the quarterback.
Play to see how this snap unfolds here. And it's a snap that it does look like it was a little high, but it looks like the timing, the communication on that was to be a little tightened up, and that's going to happen week 1, but you can't afford to have that happen too often. In this last quarter or so, it's been a series of bad communication or snaps, bad handling by the quarterbacks. That's 3 times in the last 7 minutes or so of the game. And, you know, what was interesting for me, Mark, what I was keeping an eye on was Smith going to try to grab the ball and run with it, but he did the wise thing in just securing the ball, giving them another down to live on.
3rd and 37 for Waynesville East. And safe to say they're probably just going to run this, bring the clock under 5 minutes, take off another 25 seconds or so. Now he's going to throw. Horseman on the catch, 40-yard line, and gets his way out of bounds. Boy, they roughed him up down there. Alex Yorkin on the play, along with number 71 as well, Saniowski.
Really nice defense by the Billies, especially looking at big number 71, getting out to the flats and making the tackle along the sidelines. Ben Zimanowski, junior player, is having a night tonight. And you've got some really star-studded athletes on both sides of the ball.
South called timeout as that. They thought maybe the receiver went out of bounds. He was pushed out of bounds, but they didn't stop the clock, so South had to burn up a precious timeout.
And that was huge, as you mentioned. Just 4:44 left to go in the game. 10-point lead by the Billies, and looks like they're going to be, you know, turning the ball over here. However, time is on their side. I'd like to thank a few more of our sponsors. We'll go with Dan Cha-Cha Injury Attorneys. Choosing the right attorney is crucial to protecting your legal rights after being injured due to negligent, reckless actions. Headquartered in Hamburg, New York at Dan Cha-Cha Injuries Attorneys, they offer an experienced, compassionate, dedicated representation. They're located at 5311 South Park Avenue in Hamburg. Contact them on the web, 716personalinjury.com.
So Santora to punt this thing away now.
Evans ankle and Amir
4th and 31.
Caesar
Obviously, you're going to be punting situation. Snap. Punt is away. Oh, it's a nice punt. And it's going to be drifting back to the 17-yard line on the returns. Zentel spins, makes a nice move. Better hang on to that ball, and they bring him down at the 28-yard line.
Nice tackle by number 79. That's Adam
10-yard
Ferrellari.
return for number 15, Evan Zenkel.
So Zenkel
Tackle by number 79.
He's played well here tonight, Tim, but he just hasn't gotten the ball much.
Ferrellari.
I think he could be more effective like Collins, but they haven't gotten the ball much.
Yeah, I mentioned at the top of the broadcast, expect to hear his name a lot. He mentioned even in the interviews before the game, he prefers offense over defense, but he has yet to really make his mark tonight. Perhaps in this drive, he can show some late moment flashes.
39-yard punt, 12-yard return. And it's 1st and 10 from the 30. So this is it for Will East. They have to score on this drive. Back to pass, looking. And he looks, now he's gonna have to run. He's got pursued from behind. Oh, and he got nailed down the 35-yard line. And he pops back up, the kid's tough.
Ryan Garrigan, number 40, chasing him down, and Ganji,
on the keeper.
you know, that was unfortunate. It looked like that could have been a possible leg injury the way he was tackled. But he's a strong kid and back in shotgun.
2nd and 5, back to pass, looking. Now they chase him down and they get him. They drop him. Back there, it's Gavin Parrish, who's had a heck of a ball game, number 45.
Parrish is really feeling it.
Angie
He's
sacked by number
involved in almost every
45,
play
Gavin
tonight.
Parrish.
What a game Parrish has had. And another timeout by, I believe, Williamsville South. As the clock and the time here and the situation is running against them, Tim.
Well, you know, you think about it, I keep going back to the senior leadership. It's a rare thing to have a team with low 40s and then 35 kids on the team being seniors. I mean, that is just remarkable. And the numbers are good this year. 43 kids on the team. You know, that's a good turnout for Williamsville East in a time where some teams are having trouble fielding teams. The Flames are certainly in a strong position with their program, and Mike Torillo has to like what he sees so far tonight.
They've done the job when they needed to and scored 24 to the Billies 14 points. And they're just one or two more plays now for putting this thing away. What does Joe Licata draw up on the sideline over there?
These are two Class Act programs, two Class Act coaches, and Joe Licata, the former UB standout, certainly has offensive-minded prowess, and we'll see what he does here. He needs to definitely get Caesar involved, if you ask me. Mark, I went to a point early in the game. I'd like to see Caesar more involved with the passing game, but that has not been the case last year or so much tonight.
On the snap, back the pass, quarterback, they're coming after him again. He's on the run, he's gonna throw it, and it is gonna be caught down there by Collins. Tommy Collins comes up with a first down catch. Oh, they marked him short. Looked like he caught on the opposite side of the 40-yard line, Tim, but they're gonna mark him short by half a yard. It's gonna be fourth down and a half a yard.
Well, this is where that quarterback sneak has worked effectively, expected again here. Collins, big part of the offense, as we mentioned, and a huge catch there.
Well, they know it's coming, and here he goes up the middle, first down and more. But the clock is running. And now taking their last timeout, I believe.
3-yard sneak up the middle.
Let's see here. They stop it to move the chains temporarily. 3:20 left here.
Number 40 for the East Flames, that's Ryan Garrigan. Looks like he's battling a little knee issue, but still standing tall at the right end.
Back to pass once again, looking, and now he's going to be flushed out of pocket. He's going to take off again. Crossing midfield and tackled on a nice play, coming up and getting him. Number 20, Jacoby Chambers. He's had a great game himself. There's been 4 or 5 excellent plays. As Smith comes off, it looks like he's hurt again.
Ryan Garrigan.
Mark, you know, they've made a couple key passes, but overall the East defensive backs have held down their positions well.
Back to pass once again. Here comes a blitz, and there goes the ball. It's free. It's going to be a fumble, or did he try passing it? I think he tried underhand passing it, but they're going to give East the ball again. Boy, I'd love to see that replay.
Yeah, we're going to watch this on replay here. It does look like it was a fumble. We caught it a little bit late in the play, but it did look like a fumble, and I think that's the right call.
Number 50.
Turnover by Williamsville South, and that's going to cost them with 2:32 left in this game, down 10.
Mark, you have to think about that pass defense for the Flames and then the pass rush. Ganji had his work cut out for him all night long. They were able to really keep Caesar at bay. Caesar still had a great game rushing, but they limited the big rushes. And the defense for the Flames, you know, we talk about what they've done offensively, but that defense really strong tonight, holding the Billies just to 14 points right now.
Victory formation with 2:32 remaining. No, they're going to pitch it out to Santoro. Santoro looking for running room, and he's inside the 35-yard line and picks up another first down. Nice 11-yard run there.
Yeah, Edra Aquino came in and hit Santoro in the helmet late after the play, and that was inadvertent, but you always have to watch those with the head injuries.
First down, Flames on a gain of 10
Santoro, Mark, though, how about that
Santoro.
balance of having him get a little bit of extra action tonight when Kyer Smith went down, and Santoro adequately, more than adequately, filling in the gap and showing that he can be that lightning to Smith's thunder.
So a timeout was taken.
Williamsville South calls their last timeout.
And that was the last timeout for the Billies. They're out of timeouts with 2:24 left, down 10. That was a tough play, that fumble. It looked like he was trying, to me, from my angle, looked like he was trying an underhand, an old Brett Favre type play, but they're going to call it a fumble, and they stayed with it. I'll give the refs credit.
I'd like to thank the Mental Match with Sam Recco as one of our sponsors tonight. Monthly session and safe space for Western New York student athletes in middle school, high school, and college to talk openly about performance anxiety, depression, not reaching potential standards, and the mental stress that comes with sports and life.
First and 10. And now another pitch out, Santoro, and Santoro, ooh, he fumbled the ball. He jumped right back on it as he was falling down. There's a big break. And a nice gainer, about 5 yards. Let's give it to him. We're going to put it down at the 28-yard line, so give him 6. No, let's give him 5, I'm sorry. Second down to 5.
Mark mentioned Will East. Next 2 games, they're at Hamburg, and then they play Ken East. Hamburg last year, not a great season. Ken East is possibly going to have a really big line from what I understand. They could be in the running, but looks like they have a chance to start 3-0. Of course, 1 week at a time, but this game looks to be almost over, and a win for the East is just on the horizon.
Now they're going to pitch it out the other way. It's Kowalski, and he goes back up the middle to the 25-yard line as that clock continues to run. And this one here, Timmy's all over but the shout.
Couple big games tomorrow. Bennett is at Niagara Falls, Ken West at Lockport, Southwestern Frewsburg at Cleve Hill, and then Pioneer at Lackawanna, Franklin Ellicottville at CSP. That Bennett at Niagara Falls matchup's an interesting one. The Falls has a player that's being recruited for Division I, the only Division I player right now with an offer to Temple. He's a wide receiver / defensive back. I forget his name, but certainly a player to watch and a team that could be on the upswing. And then, of course, Ken West at Lockport, another battle of big teams. Lockport having a tough season last year, and Ken West with high expectations after a strong season last year. So we'll see how it goes.
Their first time out of the game.
And, of course, Bennett always puts out the ultra speed team. They've got great athletes there, and they always come out with a unit that's tough, and, you know, they'll be there in the end when the smoke clears in AA.
No doubt. Steve McDuffie is his team always playing tough ball, and they're athletic, fast, and they have a bit of a chip on their shoulders sometimes when they play to their advantage. They have had great success, state champion a couple years ago. And of course, that AA division, you have the likes of Jamestown this year, Orchard Park, Lancaster, Bennett. Those are the 4 big ones to watch. No matchup this year between Lancaster and any of the Monsignor Martin schools, but that's always nice to see the matchups between those AAs and the Monsignor Martin bigs.
42 seconds left here, so just a finality to this game right now, and going into victory sit-down position. Quarterback Anthony Martis, great job by the junior tonight, got the job done, and that should be it here as both teams shake hands, and that's going to do it here.
Williamsville East Flames get their first win of the
24-14, our final score. And the Williamsville East team comes out victorious before a nice crowd here at Williamsville East High School. As both teams get ready to meet at center field, the midfield stripe, for the handshake, and some great sportsmanship tonight, some good hard hitting. And it was a great matchup from the beginning. Terry Smith did the job, a beautiful 61-yard run from Smith that pretty much sealed the deal. And then a nice long field goal by Jack Landreth, the senior place kicker, who is going to turn some heads this year. Who knows? You might even have him up there for the major award at the end of the year. He's a great kicker. Well, once again, our final score, 24-14, Williamsville East. The Flames victorious. They're 1-0. The Billies fall to 0-1 And we'll come back with a live interview down on the field. For Tim Morozak, I'm Mark Johnson. We'll see you again next time. Take care, everybody.